got, buddy? P1 right there.
Hello, Internet. Wherever you are, however you are. That's about it. Coming to you live-ish. You know, there's delays and whatnot in this. From Homestead, Miami. And we have, if you listen, we got cams. Homestead, Miami, 110 laps, 3 sets of tires, 65% fuel. The high side will kill your tires, but you can get around should you need be at Homestead. 110 laps with the No Toad Racing League tonight for your viewing pleasure. Or for your, well, let's just face it. I stopped on purpose for that. Anyway, we've got racing. We've got points to talk about. These are the points that we're talking about, Willis. We got Davey Hendricks, shocker, still up front. Hadn't changed since last week. When you keep winning, that's kind of what happens. You just kind of stay there. Then we got Rafter, got Kyle behind him. We got Clinkart and AJ Benish with the strength of the super duper Black Magic fuel savings sitting up there in 5th in points. We have broken halfway through the season. 6 of the 12 are done. This would be race 7. So it's kind of like, we got not half left. If you look at it from that side. We're on the downhill side. We've hit 50 years old, that kind of thing. Well, I just realized there's some of the people that we run that, that was hitting a little close to home. Anyway, some others down through here, like Skylar Carnes has not ran all the races, but he shows up and runs very competitively, and he's sitting lucky number 13th. And Will Jester is he's doing some things, probably come up with something so he can cheat. That's probably what he's doing. That's what we're gonna say anyway, because it makes for a better story. So, No Toad Racing League, should you want to come in here and tell Will that he is cheating, because that's what we all do. You come on in. There's the link right there for the Discord. You've got to join the Discord. You also got to join us on iracing, 6307. Those are your lucky numbers. That'll get you in. The No Toad Racing League runs a series almost every night of the week. We got ARCA, Xfinity, Next Gen, which those are the new Cup cars, and the 87 Legends. We got a lot more fun racing. Like the King of the Hill is just a random car. Not really, they're road cars, but not NASCAR stuff. But we run those two. The official races start at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, this is the 20th anniversary of Friendly iRacing League. Got our start back in 2002 using the NASCAR Racing Series from Papyrus. And for those of you who do not know who Papyrus is, they basically became iRacing. But jump on that Discord link. Come on in. For the love of everything holy, don't tell them I sent you. Just show up and be like, hey, I heard you guys were good. Because, I mean, if you mention me, you're probably not getting in. I mean, that's just how this is. Not really. It's a free league. We let people in. That's what we do. And we are going to be dangerously close. And I mean dangerously close to having cars taking the grid here. The old Homestead, Miami. Miami. We're going to do 110 laps. We got a set of tires. Then we got 3 more in the pits. We're going to be ballpark, and this is just ballpark because there's a lot of off-throttles. 35 laps, pushing it maybe to 40. But realistically, we're probably looking, the initial green and a couple more starts, or a couple more pit stops to make it. Probably a 2-stopper. As we go over here to the grid, we have none other than Skylar Carnes taking the pole. On the outside is Davey Hendricks. Them fast guys, man, they just always get up front. We got Roy Hyde, who runs with us Mondays in the ARCA and had made the promise that he was going to come over and run some races with us. And just as I assumed, he comes in and right up front. We got old Sticky Fingers, Grip Hacks, Jason Benson, and Kyle Gretsch rounding out the top 5. Christian Lotion is in 6th. Al Corey is in 7th position to start this. John Kreidler is in 8th. Jaden Jaden Consterk starting ninth. Good start for him. Gary Sargent, who went from top 5 to 11th at the end of the race last week, had some unfortunate incidents with a certain car that's covered in flames. I won't mention any names there, but he's got cheap Canadian internet. The Black Magic Wizard of fuel mileage, AJ Benish, is starting there in 11th with Oliver Turan, another pretty good fuel saver starting outside row 6 and 12th. Alan Dixon and Jacob Klinkhart make up row 7. JC, John Campbell, and Marshall Harris sitting there in row 8. Behind them, we got John Crutchley, the man with all the fans. We know him as the Nodge, and Christopher Harrison. Rounded out the field, the Shoe. Adam Shane is how his last name is actually pronounced, and that'll be the only time I get it even remotely right. Starting shotgun on the field, that poor little hamster in his Canadian internet wheel is having struggle issues. Also, that I have noticed some stuff, just in case anybody else notices. We might have a couple of blips. I was kind of testing some things I heard from one of the guys that he was watching that the software we use was kind of acting up. I am not dead sure that it might not be acting up because literally as I started the video to start the broadcast, an update popped up on here, and I know better than to do that right beforehand because that was not going to work out well. So here is our pole sitter, Skylar Carnes. He's still driving the Interstate Batteries Toyota. Man, I just want to say Pontiac so bad. And we got Roy Hyde starting right behind him, getting a little love tap from Kyle Gretsch. The actual outside second row sitter. Oh, what? He changed his paint again. That would be Davey. Fast guy Davey. We're just different paint all the time. And starting behind him there is Jason. Don't call me Johnny Benson, but I'm old and I remember Johnny Benson, and you know I like to do them things. And there's Christian. I like that car. I like the color scheme. It's good. It's a good time. I like it. All right, so we're gonna do one of these. We're gonna do one of these. We are about ready to go green, everybody. Just gonna get some blipping around. We're just gonna let iRacing just pick the cameras for us for a while. Just, why not? We'll keep this up here so we know who we're pointing at. Pace car's off. Get ready. We got green. And Skylar takes him. We start on green because that's what we do. Then the subsequent restarts later on, those will be on the leader. However, the get-go, we do this all about the leader. We got a Raptor. We got a Jaden inside a Raptor. We got a Kreidler going up. Got him 3 wide. Kreidler says, yeah, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and save my tires a little bit. Raptor's going to give him room. Give him room. We got a little 4-pack back there. Let's go back and watch these guys. Well, it does look like the high side has a little more momentum than the bottom. Of course, you know, we're all of lap 2 in. This is abrasive. You know, you can get out the old Larry Mack gift where he's taking the tires or the sander, digging across the tires. That's about what we're doing here. They really, really, really chew up tires. Get the ride off the nose of Jaden. That's what it's fun times to do. All said and told, everybody's just kind of done their thing, sort of straightening out, just riding. I have Davies going to look down underneath Skylar here. And we're just going to take a little bit lower line in. Behind him, there's the 305 Roy Hyde. He chromed that car himself, is what he tells us. And the sexy Waltrip just got his championship shirt. Someone pictured up on the Discord just a little bit ago. Good looking shirt. It's got a guy is a painting genius. I was gonna say a talented painter, and instead I just forgot that I speak English. There's Vincent running 5th. We got Christian hanging out behind him. 6th. Al Corey is tucked into 7th here early in the going. Kryler just kind of thumping the drum behind Rafter, just kind of seeing what we're doing here. We're going to work on Christian here. Oh, well, he might have moved both them spots. We got Jaden hanging out here running 9th. And paddle, 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 paddle. Oh, watch this. Nero! Little mate on the boat says, Nero! That was uncalled for this early in the race. AJ Benish is holding down 10th. Right behind him with a little bit of a gap. Got the Coca-Cola Mobile driven by Slider, a.k.a. Alan Dixon. And running behind him here, Marshall Harris. I don't know what we're supposed to herd, but he's got the herd on there. The bird is the word. There's the shoe. He's sponsored by shoes. This guy's not sponsored by shoes. This guy owns all this. So, I mean, ultimately send your complaints to him. Also, get a hold of him if you want to sponsor one of these. Yeah, you could be at like the Cooper Shut Up 500 or something. That'd be cool. I could probably do this without talking. I'll just, not put my headset on. Just click the camera. That'd be all right. You guys will be fine. You'll be better off. The Nodge rolling around in 16th with Jacob Flinkhart rolling around behind him. He has still got his breast cancer paint scheme on. Got Ollie just tooling around here, sipping on the hams, streaming, doing his thing. This is a mandatory thing that I have to do. I'm actually contractually obligated to do this. This is what it looks like from his stream. Ollie's shutting his car off already. Well, look at that. Shame, shame, shame. Here, turn it back on. We're going to ride on here for a second. So that explains why he's so far back. And down he goes. All right. Shame, shame. You know your name, Ollie. So riding behind him, Christopher Harrison. And showing not on the track is Matt Piracini. We've got side-by-side for the lead, ladies and gentlemen and whatnots. For any of you whatnots, I guess. Hey, nope. Bad mixed camera, bad. All right, so this is Davey and Skyler trying to figure out who's going to lead who. Roy is just going to see what he's got for scraps left over. And Davey to the point. Boy, he sure probably needs those bonus points. I mean, he doesn't have a million of them. I said, I thought I saw Rafter working on Benson, so we're going back here to check on this. Let's jump on. And we'll just kind of watch the goings on here with Rafter. See what he can get from Benson. Yeah, we can see the top three. Take it back side by side. We'll go back up there. See if Canadian Tire can stay low if it'll stay puffed. We have to do it on the high side, or if he'll just do the Rafter thing and just kind of ride back there and try and save this stuff. We are 10% of the way into this race. About to be like 11%. Just start lap 12 to 110. So we still got realistically another 22 to 25 laps. Maybe we're really pushing 28 laps. We got a bit. That always ends up causing trouble. Raptors one is very good at making his way underneath, down into the turn 3 entry. Thank you very much, Benson. Benson says, I'm coming for you. And Rafter says, ha, likely. Probably said. They actually might have been saying that, though. They do have some comms between them. Rafter's another one. He'll be in the fuel-saving game. Another one that is more than likely back here doing that, too, is another one of those sly guys that's been around here a ways. Got John Campbell down in Australia, And like I remind you, he was hanging upside down and making right-hand turns because he's upside down in the rest of the world. His toilet flushes backwards in the whole 9 yards. So I think they may measure that in meters. Whoa, Skyler. Wow. That was a great save. Whew. And he might go ahead and just let that go for second with Roy, but to go off there like you're doing a drift competition instead of trying to run in a NASCAR race and not lose a spot. Kind of makes me want to take a quick pause and catch my breath. All right, we have breath caught. We are going to run. All right, we're going to pop in here and we're going to let the built-in do its thing. We'll talk about what it shows us. There's Benson. Apparently, we're going to follow him around with the blimp. We got a Nerum cam. Got a Nerum on Kreidler. We just call him that. Just Nerum Kreidler. Nerum Benson. Nerum Gretsch. Actually, that kind of sounds decent. We got AJ up there at the top of the screen, paddling away. Trying to steal himself a spot. Now he's on the right side of your screen. That's how it works. We're making a circle. Get some positions up, some positions down, and see these guys all in here. And unlike a lot of the tracks, you get, somewhere like, say, Talladega, a half a second, it's like, how are we ever going to do anything with this? I mean, you can't. Here, a half a second, as you saw with Skyler, it really doesn't take much. It's pretty much a little slide off the corner, and you'll lose a couple or 3/10, and then try to get the momentum back. This is a big enough track you got to deal with. If you don't get that momentum back up and going, which when you're sliding sideways, you don't have to drive off the corner. The other guy does, and then you end up losing, a spot or 2 or 3. This is a very, 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 very much like how I have talked about baseball. I like to play baseball. Watching it, I get it. It's a little bit of it's like, oh man, are they doing anything? I can tell you, rest assured, these boys are in there and they are doing stuff inside. We can catch a ride here. I'm sure you're watching this because you probably kind of have an idea what we're doing. But that orange stripe, that is basically just kind of the index of the wheel. So in theory, you've got it to the right, past. You see that sucker is cleared out underneath that logo on the left. We go up here to AJ and we jump back to Benson. Now we're going to see, all right, that was what I was really looking for there. Turning it back to the right is usually the problem. Oh, AJ. Throwing smoke, throwing rubber. Marshall Harris. Why? Well, that's a one-car deal, so I guess we're, well, he got a big old head of steam up there, too. Oh, watch it, JC! Yeah! Woo! Mamma mia! Well, I don't know about heard, but JC definitely saw that. Let's ride on with him. Let's hop on here with JC. Right up top here. Work out the back end. Where'd he go? There he is. Get that little bit of death wobble is all it takes. Whoa, 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 whoa! Oh, man, that's rough. But single car deal, so they don't get super in on top of that. So we're gonna go back here, right on Christian. Watch it. Oh. Oh, man. All right, so that couldn't have been any better of what I was trying to convey to you guys. This track is slick. So you're trying to get the car under throttle, just like you would with a dirt car. You want it to kind of turn on that right rear, but there's a point where too much is too much, and Christian is right at that point. Get turned in, he's on the right front, so you get back on the throttle to push the car back into the right rear, start driving it off the right rear, and there's that straight wheel like that, and that's perfect. That was an absolutely fantastic corner right there. The problem is we got to do 110 of these, and there's going to be cars in your way, or who knows what. Dog bark, you sneeze, there's a million things that can happen. That was another good catch. That is exactly, we got our wrecker up in 3. And that looked to be Al Gorey. And that's because it was. What do we got out of Rafter? That's going to be back under throttle. Oh! Pretend like we didn't see that. That, I believe, that was what it needed to be. That was in no way, shape, or form dirty. Kreidler just thought that Al was far enough in front of him to just tuck up behind him. It's really clear. The other thing, if you look at, there was some air there in between those cars. So, like we have heard, there may be some iracing kind of glitchy going on. So that may have been a lot of net code. From that angle, it did look close. And it actually fell on after a song. We got time. We got time. So let's actually do it. Here. Oh yeah, man, he turned him with nothing, so that was net code, which that sucks even worse. On top of feeling like a bum, that you get wrecked. You really didn't get wrecked. The internet, all the things we can do on it, stuff like that really bums you out. Rafter will turn some more laps. We are starting lap 27 with Davey. Stop me if you've heard this one before. Got a couple second lead over Roy. Roy Hyde running second over Skylar Carnes. Pop up our handy dandy little box. We're all about graphics today. We're just going to have graphics everywhere. We're going to also throw on that pit box that I put on that will tell you when everybody goes into pit road. So if all the cars start flipping back out, we'll stop that because that didn't work so good last time. Yank. We got Okay, I just wanted to do that for just a second. By now, if you're watching this and you've watched more than one, you know how I am. So, really, it's on you. You tuned in. This is clearly victim shaming. So, anywho, what we got is we got us a Roy chasing us a Navy, getting chased by Kyle. Kyle has left Skylar behind him. Skylar really probably cooked those tires pretty good. Getting that thing saved. And these are the waning laps of our opening stanza. He's using a down here underneath Chris Harrison. He is cutting that thing off. Don't do that to the man. Don't pass people with the car set off, AJ. Kept it on that time. He was making way though. little man in the boat is taking a break in the corners, pulling paddle and just coasting around a little bit. And we're getting Ollie not going to be too terribly far off. He's about a third of a lap away from getting the lap. Got on top of the 12,000 mile an hour Iowa wind. We're getting a pop-up thunderstorm rolling in. So just on the off shot that we happen to just stop broadcasting, I either have no power or internet. Just a heads up. I can hear thunder. You guys may be able to hear that on the mic. But hopefully it holds off. So far, so good. We've been getting pretty lucky with this stuff. We're right around back here with Ollie. And we got Piracini on pit road. So we've got some takers. And it is showing that Matt actually jumped to the pits. He actually didn't go in. He is also only showing coming in. It looks almost like maybe he started. Had some issue and hopped right back. That's actually kind of hopping in and out. Well, that's weird. We're just going to ignore the Piracini going here. Because yeah, it's showing him 34 down, so he hasn't even turned a full lap. Which is odd. Oh no, here we go. And watch Raptor just come cooking by here. You got them new tires, and he's going to look like Superman. He's angry Canadian man. Canadian Tire man. Do they have like a Michelin man at Canadian Tire? I recently learned that Canadian Tire has a lot of stuff that's actually not tires. I did not know that. I think I heard something about like a toaster, and I was like, well, why do you need a toaster for tires? And as usual, it's just because I'm just kind of a small town dude who doesn't know a whole lot. I learned something that day. All right, all right, all right. All right, we're getting in to where the magic should start happening. So we're going to kind of focus in here back on Davey a little bit. He doesn't get enough TV time running out front. Make sure we get this man some on-air time. Kind of going to wait for him to see if he'll drop down here to head to pit road. Now we do not, there is the access road you can see him use in real life. It's actually just right about there off the entrance of 3. You do not have to use that in iRacing. We're just going to kind of watch and see here. Right there is the actual entrance. Lightning! Got a little lightning warning on the phone. Watch out. Good thing about broadcasting outside. Stand up there with the skyjacker things that they can see in the monitors really hard. So I got from one of our fuel saver guys, he thought 38 to 40. So I told him, I said, well, we're going to call it 35 to 40 just because, you know, everybody's a little different with how they save fuel. And little things can change that. And then again, big things like, you know, clutching it and shutting it off. If the motor ain't running, that's definitely saving fuel. Yeah, nice little cell coming with us. We may have a rain delay here, folks. If so, we can jump back on. Anyway, I think it'll let me pick the session back up. Should something happen. We're gonna roll around here. We've got 37 almost complete. The start lap 38 car. We got Dixon and we've got Crutchley are on pit lane. And here we go. And there's Roy's gonna go ahead and follow. Little rear tire lock up there for our leader. Now our leader becomes, oh hey, there was a Piracini. Look at that, he just appeared out of nowhere. The Houdini trick. So you see on the bottom here, the pit road should be a happening place to be. There's a bunch of cars on pit road. And I believe that'll be JC. Donuts. Meow. That was like a slow motion meow. All right, Davey's down and away. Roy is down and away. And if you see the disappearing 24 car just coming back, and from the lead, right there is Kyle and AJ coming by. So you stop and you're going to lose a lap here. So 37:38 is when the field is going to be in. Take that, some quick math. You take another, that's 16. 30 times 2 is 60. So lap 78 should be about the next time we see somebody. And AJ's going to pull another lap, which is always helpful because he gets by the wrecks or whatever, and manage to get a caution, free pit stop. You don't have to worry about it. But this will cycle everybody back around. Actually, as he comes down, okay, so we'll have to cycle in Benson, who is going to come in. And this is the guy who's running third. So already right back from which he came, or from where he came. From which? I don't know. Something like that. Greenwich Mountain Time. It's internet time. Somewhere in there. Alrighty. So we've already cycled back through. So we got Davey, we got Roy, and then we got Kyle, and we got Skyler on. We got some fresh meats on that thing. So gonna see what he starts doing here. Give him some track and matched with everybody else's tires. I have a feeling he will start working his way back up front, because up front is just kind of Skyler's thing. Like, everybody's got their thing. Running up front to Skyler's. We are going to do a ride along with him. Yeah, I am going to do a couple things, trying to quiet down my background noise while we do this. So, we are going to ride along with Skyler here for this one. Back a lap and a half later, hanging out on board with Skyler as he turns some laps to try and work his way back up. And you can see he's holding steady really there with Kyle above him, the K Gretsch. 2.6 second gap there. Not really making up a ton of space, not really losing any. But as you heard, he's shutting it down. So, we're going to check to see if Kyle's doing that too. Plus, I like riding on the bright red bars. Looks like Kyle is not. Kyle's just rolling out of it. Skyler's holding pat, and he's actually full on shutting it down. Which over the course of the run, that's not a massive. It's a lap, 2 laps of fuel you can save doing that. Of course, don't give it 100%, 90% fuel, stuff like that. More red bars with Roy. Let's see if he's shutting her down. Looks like Roy is team don't kill it, at least not on the full tank. Well, 65% of the full tank. So what Davy's looking like here. Alright, Kreidler, how about you? Boy, there are far fewer people shutting off in an awesome stuff movie. Hop on, jump back spot here. We'll jump on with Alan Dixon. Now AJ is pretty sneaky about that. We can probably this, and then I can steal AJ while we're driving around, and all of a sudden he hears me talking to him.
Howdy, Cooper.
Hello, hey, do you happen to know what your tires look like at the end of that run?
We were 66, 74. I know some of the guys I was talking to are pretty similar for that.
All right. Were you pretty well dry when you came in there at lap 38?
We may have pushed it a lap too far.
Oh. All right.
So we were sputting and coming into 4, and we were getting as much as we could, full throttle down pit lane, just trying to keep up our speed. So a little bit too much, but I mean, shouldn't have done it because that lap didn't matter. The fuel mileage without a yellow here is everyone's safe already. So
right on. Well, as long as you can end up making it, because I've noticed we're just jumping car to car, and we've only got, I believe I saw one, and that was Skyler was actually shutting it down and coasting in the corner.
yeah, when I saw the lengths on the fuel, I realized we didn't really need to do much fuel saving, and it wasn't helping me a ton, so I haven't been doing it. But like I said, I think everyone got to about lap 37, 38, and as long as you hit that each time, you'll be able to make it to a full 110. So
If we're doing some math. All right, AJ, I'll put you back where you were, and I appreciate it.
thank you.
All right, get a pop in under green. Davey has told me if it's under yellow, he is absolutely fine to pop in here. He just was a little hesitant about me just jumping in like that. AJ said, go ahead. So thank you to AJ, man of many talents. He's paddling that boat. He's talking to us. He's swatting flies on the steering wheel, and he's shutting the thing off trying to save fuel. But like I said, doesn't sound like we're going to be in all that much of a fuel mileage race just from the length. We're going to be able to make it, which, that's cool. Hammer down, and off we go. We only got 5 more laps until we get to halfway anyway. Who doesn't like halfway? That guy right there likes halfway. You get Davey to halfway, and he's a happy camper. That means he's halfway on his way to looking at hopefully another win for him. Switch on back over here. We've got Roy, who hang out here in second. He's got just over a second gap up to Davey. Just calm, cool, and collected. Just working in. And hanging out here in third is Kyle. And hanging out behind him is Skyler. And still rounding out top 5 is John Kreidler. So really to get in, we're going to probably be looking for something along the line of needing one of these single car deals to actually get up and get around. We got some Ollie took a pass out here on Benson. Got down underneath him, heading off into one there. Stole it. We got, looks like Sarge is going to work over Rafter, where he was taking T9, what we're looking at there. Now, Rafter is now off of cycle with everybody, so that's going to get him in this really unique situation. It could work out for him, where he ends up going in and coming back out at the right time and having fresher tires than everybody. Here's Jaden's going to go ahead and follow Sarge's path and go ahead and steal some from Rafter, who's got way older tires. Which here, this isn't quite Darlington, but older tires are older tires, and older tires kind of suck here. You definitely do not want to be on the older tires. Yeah, AJ being high siding it just a little bit. See where Ollie and Vincent are still kind of flipping around here. We got flip around blimp coverage. It doesn't know who it wants to watch. Wants to watch a little of this, wants to watch a little of that. Marshmallows and beer is definitely not a good combination. I'm not sure exactly why it's so locked in on that, but it appears that looks like Ollie is kind of working his way up, getting in towards Knowledge. See where he's going here. Oh, Nodge is a lap down to him. Well, that's not gonna do us anything. The Nodge will probably just hang out up high, stick his hand out the left, and go around. All that kind of stuff. We'll watch for Nodge's hand. Hopefully it's a hand, not just a finger. We are halfway. 55 of these laps are done, and there is Rafter coming in. So he is off cycle by a good bit. He actually will stop here, be able to go to the end, or should be able to. Well, no, 38, 16, no, he's actually going to stop twice. Oh, yeah, Rafter's going to need some help. And this will be 2 of his 3 sets, because we are going to assume he took a fast repair and a set of tires. Then this will be set number 2. So he's going to have 1 set of tires to go. And boy, green, white checkers, that means definitely hosed on that one. No bueno. Stick him out here with Ollie and Mr. Vincent. Tootling down the back straightaway at a cool $180. Alrighty, we're gonna roll her down in mid 130s. Hit the loud pedal, make her go. I have no idea how fast they're going. We're doing this simply because I said that, and I don't know. Yeah, all right, well, mid 170s. All right, so we got Nod just got around there. AJ's working forward. AJ's working the high side to get around Slider. Get himself taken up there, and he's going to put him in P6. Took most of the lap to do it. And you don't necessarily want to go totally crazy with it and, chew up them tires. And while we watch that, looks like Vincent's finally going to dispatch Ollie. Ollie, prepare to be dispatched. Ollie says, I don't wish to be dispatched. Oh. This is going to be poorly for Ollie. So it thinks, yep. Oh, control and delete. No! Oh, oh. Oh, no. Yeah, well, that's not cool. Definitely don't want to be doing that. So, Ollie Turan has decided that pit road is where he's going to be. And then we got Roy, who is down to 0.3 of a second over Davey. We have got a little tiny bit of a battle for the lead starting to form, everybody. Just a little one, but it's there. We got Ollie is back off of pit road. Roy is there. Here. What we're going to do, we're going to jump to Roy, and that way I can go handle him. There we go. We're going to watch him stock the leader. You guys down to watch him stock the leader? Almost looks like Roy may have almost looks like he got a lap car coming up here. Yeah, we've only seen that happen to mess things up, constantly. That's not saying Dodge can do something. It's the fact that Dodge, because you always end up just like this. So the babies want to swing out to the wall, just like what Roy's doing, because that's what you do. That car slide out to the wall and then keep the momentum. Well, as luck always has it, Dodge will be there. And if you get into it, it's like, oh, okay, now I can't go all the way up because as I come up, oh, there's a car in my way. Again, this is nothing that Dodge is doing. It's just one of the things, and that's how life always is. But they both actually end up catching off, so it ended up being a kind of net neutral there. Actually, may have cost a little bit of time for Roy. But if you can do that and get lucky, the leader has to deal with the car off the corner like that. You don't have to. Well, that's a couple of tenths. Good free, easy, cheap speed that you can relate to your speed and the other guy not having his. Well, we'll keep working on this, it would appear. The old No-Toad Racing League drama llama is starting to act up. We got some cars that have taken some single car spins. We got some cars that are starting to just kind of bunch back up and getting on top of each other. We've got a little pass here and there. We've got one that is off sequence with everybody else, which is really stop to make the end. And then we've got pretty much everybody else that is on the same old pit cycle, which is lap 38 or bust. 37, 38 seems to be your number. You get there, you're fine. You hit that, and you're going to the end of the race. However, the single car spins, all it takes is two to tango. You get that second one in there, and the next thing you know, you got a yellow. And what do yellows do, boys and girls? They make everything go completely crazy. That's what they do. So Roy sure looks like he is gonna be getting there. Be hunting down a Davy. Get the for real nose cam. One of the greatest cameras in all of recorded history as far as I'm concerned. This way you can look to see if there's any ants or anything. Or maybe an uncle trying to cross the track. Whoa, that was a little cockeyed. That was a toy Yoda, if you know what I mean. Yo, that thing got wide. Alright. I know the jokes are terrible, but I mean, you get what you pay for. Did I tell you that we got 40 laps to go? And we were just saying lap 38 is your pits. So we run like 3 more laps, and at any point, with the exception of Raptor, come in, you're good to go. Unless we have a green-white checker. That'll throw a monkey wrench right in it. We are on what iRacing wants to be on too. We'll go back over and let it do some pick and choose. There we go. All right, so it looks like Skyler and Kreidler, attorneys at law, are going to be taking this one out for 5th. Looks like Kreidler's going to go ahead and take 4th from Taker. Skyler's not going to let that go without a fight. You guys are black and green cars, after all. Now, Ollie, I believe, after going and taking a faster wear, got some new tires. So you can come along by these guys. Excuse me, pardon me, ham beer coming through. I've got a cake to deliver, people. Let me go. All right. Ollie's gone. There won't be a whole lot thinking about that. So now we'll get back to the business at hand. Kreidler has it. Carnes wants it. Actually, Carnes just had it. Kreidler took it from him. So now we're going to see if we get Carnes back up here. You're like, hey, that's my spot. You get it back. Typically what he's saying is, oh my God, is looking to that demand. Oh, that was the yellow that we just. Oh, Mr. Harrison. And looks like Clean Cart's going to wipe out with him. Let's see, we're going to roll off. Go slow through the center. You get help. Oh! I didn't realize the outside wall did that too. The inside wall does that. What happens here to the Clink? Yeah, that sucks. The inside of pit road sticks you to the wall like that. How inconvenient. Oh, that was weird. That was really weird. Catch, hook, stump. Well, I presume that net coated him all the way through, but locked him up like that's weird. That's just really weird. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we got. With caution laps, we're good, realistically. Because this is going to put us 35 to go. We're probably going to have 32 laps to go from here. This also will put Rafter back with everybody else, so he's going to get back and get everything done. Be good and ready. And we're about to go kung fu fighting for the end of this one. Meanwhile, who's this old fart? Remember, this is the guy that this is all his deal. That man is leading. He's going to try some admin hacks. He's also got a couple guys, Rafter and Ollie, that are going to do some wave arounds. Oh, he stayed out to get his lap led. And watch out, Link. All right, so I guess Gary's going to go ahead and give it up. But if nothing else, got him some TV time. And that's what this is all about. That puts Mr. Davey back out front. Got some of these guys in here that we will steal real quick. Davey, how bad are you going to beat these guys?
I don't know. If Roy keeps getting faster on old tires, I won't be beating anybody.
Yeah, he was really working in on you there, but then you kind of finally evened out. I wondered if that was maybe you just trying to save fuel or not.
Yeah, I was tossing up in the air whether I thought I could actually make it on one more stop or not, so I was trying to save fuel. But now it's all moot because now we had a wreck. So maybe that saved me. Maybe I wasn't going to make it, and AJ was going to swoop in again.
Yeah, I think you're going to have your hands full. Kreidler was coming. Skyler now being back on even with everybody, he'll be a problem. And Roy definitely, if the old tires, man, you got to watch Roy. He'll sneak up on you.
Yeah, he was coming a lot faster than I thought he would. I thought I was saving my stuff pretty good, and then I noticed he was chipping off, a 10th every other lap, and I was like, well, maybe I'm not doing as good of a job as I thought I was.
Yeah, he was definitely coming for you. Well, all right, you guys got another lap here, and then you'll be back, so I'll let you get back to your group. And I appreciate you letting me steal you for the broadcast while you're still out there racing.
No problem, man. Thank you.
All right, have a good one.
You too.
All right, so that's from the mouth of our butt kicker. It's going to be wild and wacky and woolly, and I don't know what other acronym. It's going to be massive. We're going to have side-by-side, just like this. We're going to run side-by-side the whole rest of the race. We're not. I'm lying to you. But this is going to be probably the most pivotal part of the race, truth of the matter be known. We've got side-by-side. We're going to have... we're going to have 32 to go, right? Yeah. Let's be coming in for 32 to go. Gas doesn't matter. Some tire savings will, but it's also get what you can now. So there's a very high likelihood we end up with another wreck in pretty short order. And there goes the jet-propelled pace car, and we go on Davey. And we are going on Davey. Down the front straightaway we go. Side by side by side by side. AJ got a good run up high, and then super high. That shoe, yep, that shoe's up top there. That's a really good run for Adam Shane. I like Adam Shoeing. That's what I like to call him. He very nicely corrected me, but I got to at least find that once. It looks like we got Kyle working up here under Kreidler. AJ's going to work on Kreidler too. Uh-oh, he's got some people beefing with him. Not really beefing. They're just trying to steal his stuff. Kreidler's going to be up high. From what I've heard, starting high is faster, but then again, that's also more tire wear. So AJ is going to go ahead and just back this down. Going to sit there and just kind of ride. Not necessarily the worst plane you can have. There are worse planes to have. There you see we've got back nose to tail of each other. This tends to happen pretty quick around here. So that shoe is way on up there. AJ really does look like he was really trying to size up Kreidler. Kind of went up high and kind of cut back down a little bit. Probably that is probably something more along the lines of just testing out grip. Trying to do the. Well, looked like John got a little sideways there. Get up high and be able to cut down under. That takes a lot of grip. That also gets the tires hot and it heats them up a little bit. Like just bumping the wall. Shoot, look at that, man. He's up 11 position. Man, he's having a really good run up there in 8. Got AJ. What? Man, that was a run. Now we're gonna have to work on this. Jump a couple of these off here. I had to, lose a little momentum off that kind of failed run. Now Slider's going to be up there pestering him. Such is life. You fail at something, somebody comes along. Somebody tries to, that actually was totally involuntary. I don't know why people throw sparks there. We're going to assume that's being off throttle. And iracing cars throw sparks out of the exhaust when they let off the gas. That's just what we're going to assume. But anyway, now we're going to come back here because now we got Dixon and Kreidler are nose to tail with each other. We also got Christian. Looks like he's going to go shoe shopping. Hey-yo! Hey, like that. That was a good one. Marked out. That was 83. Down. Back down the back straightaway we go. Maybe Christian was just going to do some window shopping instead because I really thought he was going to be working up there. We're going to jump on with Slider. Try and work it. We have a caution. Why do we have a caution? Oh, it's a clink crash again. Let's see what happened. Looks like you got a little bit of wobble, but nothing I haven't seen. Oh, yeah, that's... Now there, I've seen that, and you get caught. Oh, that was a net code and a half. Are you kidding? That is ridiculous. Ollie got him. There is no way. That is Let's see if we get a better shot at. Oh, okay, so from that angle, that was actually a pretty sweet spin. Look at that back from this original angle, though. Back this thing up, time more one. Yeah, right. Huh. Okay, well, so it sounds like the rumors may be true, and we've got us a case of the not very goods going on here with this. So here's what I want to do. Right along here. Gilligan. Gas it up. Gas it up. Oh, Gilligan! Whee! Yeah. I mean, real time looks way better than in slow-mo. There's something kind of cool about something wrecking in slow motion in there. Alright, well, that sucks for Clink. Dixon's going to be heading back out now. So everybody who had tires, because we were going to have that extra set, well, here they are. Everybody now has extra tires. Top here. So the leader now rolls around, the leader of Cola, as it were, Kyle Gretsch. He is fixing to try and steal him a race. And he's got AJ on the outside, Kreidler up there in third. Sargent, the old fart himself, has made his way up to fourth. Man, Carnes is just fifth. I mean, that has just kind of been where he's been today. Let's see, then we've got Benson in sixth, got Davey back in seventh. Hyde is in eighth, which they've made stops. Dixon we rode on board with. Adam Schoon, he's got... Soon. Then we got Christian, Al, got Jaden, JC, we got Ollie, then we got Naj, got Jacob is, yeah, he's still in his pits, so I don't know if he has decided to call that one or not. Harrison, Harris, and Piracini have packed up the old digital trailer, and they are making their way on down the highway. They said, this was fun and all, but there's only 24 laps to go, and quite honestly, I'd rather watch him paint dry than do this. Clink has definitely had a rough go of it. I would not blame him at all if that thing showed out. I think by now I'd have probably rage quit myself. But you make up points by doing this. You know, sometimes you have a just terrible night. You just get out there and go. You just out with Dory. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. So, I bet. So we're going to do this. And I'm going to jump in here real quick with the group. Does anybody in here have anything at all for Davey? Or are you guys going to be able to hold him off enough to where one of you can win this?
I can hold him off when someone throws a yellow flag with 10 to go. All right.
Davey's got to get up here first.
That's what we're sweating is like, because I have no tires left, but you know everyone in front of me has tires left. So if we do get that caution with 5 or 10 to go, they're sitting a lot prettier than I am.
All right. Well, I just figured you guys were in the group, so I just jump in here real quick for the broadcast just to try and stir the pot a little bit. Gary, by the way, you may have picked up a new nickname tonight, and it might sound a lot like Old Fart.
Well, I guess that's better than some.
All right. I'll let you guys go. Have a good race.
All right, bye.
Thank you.
Get myself back out of that channel so the guys can talk. Oh, yep. They're they made a mistake there. They're like, hey, yeah, jump in. We'll talk to you. Well, is that what you guys really wanted? Anyhow, we got the jet rocket-propelled pace car is about to peel off, so we're gonna have 22 laps to go, and you heard it from the horse's mouth there. This might go south for Davey. He's got a huge points lead. It's not like he's gonna change a ton, but Kyle Gretsch starts him off and says, will go now. Thank you very much. Off into turn 1 they go. Kyle leading them up through 1 and 2. And we got a wad of cars in the back here. AJ looking underneath. We got 3 wide here. We got 99 on the 88. We had double number violence. What we got up front here. All right, so AJ looking good there. Trying to get a little further back. We have got, that's just a wad is what we got there. Good old-fashioned Duke Boys wad of cars happening. Oh! Man, Jaden Christian, if they didn't touch, well, then again, the way that we've been looking at that tonight, they probably didn't have to actually touch for that to cause a problem. Slider and Sarge, side by side here. Got Benson coming up into that one. That camera angle reminds me a lot of standing on pit road at Indy. I'm not real sure why. They're just being that flat, long straight like that. All right, so we're going there. We've also got, we got like a 3-way for the lead going on here. Well, 3-way for the lead, 3-way for the men. Skyler and Davey are side by side, and they are all but up the tail panel of the 7. And they are tight on each other, and the way we've been seeing all these weird netcode issues tonight, I don't know if that's a real great idea, guys. And there we go, Davey's around. Off the nose. And where did he go? Well, effing chat. Oh, good Lord. Everybody just hit him. All right. Well, so the broadcast curse may have just found its way back because, man. We're just going to rewind this. I think this is going to be the faster way of doing it. It comes down in here, and Davey did really, honestly, he did come down. He came down across Skyler's nose. See if we can get a better angle of it there. Roof flaps come up, keeping him down. Oh, that'd be the exit of the pit road is where he's at there. And coming back across the grass, which is not going to help him. Gets the shoe, gets Jaden. Benson just finishing move right in the driver's door. Is Christian going to get through that? Look like he might. Ow! No! Oh, I think he. Oh, we're watching that too. We're riding on board with Mr. Al Corey because I think he made that through there. I'm pretty sure he did. Dun 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 dun. Oh yeah, there's cars inside each other. Hey, look at us go! He got a little wrinkle on the right rear, so it may have counted him as getting something touched him. All right, and it also shows that Jaden was in that because he was in that. We saw that work out. Oh, wee! Oh, yep. Don't like that. Let's see about the shoe. What was the shoe view here? Riding along, minding your own business, trying to get around some elderly people who have found their way on the racetrack. And Mamma Mia! Oh man, Jaden really whopped that wall. This is one of these. This is how we're on with Davey. It's just so fast. I'm trying to come in. Whoop! Somebody's there. And that is all she wrote. just did it. Just did do it. Whew. All right. Man, we got our blood going now. So, remember, I don't know, 12 laps ago when I said we get a caution and we're going to have more cautions? You'd think that I've seen this race play out before or something. This is, as old DW has said a million times, cautions breed cautions. And he is absolutely, positively correct. Because that is exactly what we're seeing. So who do I want to broadcast Jinx first? Nah, we're not. With just me up here, I don't pick winners because it does really seem to jinx them. I don't really fully understand how, but you know, that's just the world we live in. So, 15 to go. Kyle has went ahead and dropped in. That's something else we want to do here. Pop up that box. Who just took tires? Well, looks like most of them were out. Shoe, Benson, Carnes. Oh, Carnes probably just came and took them. Consturk would have been crash damage. Sarge, I believe he would have had a set left. Kryler would have had a set. Campbell would have had a set. Nodge would have had a set. So, yeah, we're going to have about probably 4 or 5 cars on this last restart that are going to have new tires. If, and the way this is going, it's a big if, but if we can manage to stay green, they have a shot at getting up here. I have, in just random things, I believe I heard something in the ballpark of 2 seconds from new tires to old tires. And granted, 10 laps isn't a lot, but they're hard lap tires. AJ says, "We gone!" That little boat is paddling its happy little butt off. Down the drag strip into turn 1. We're going to try and get everybody lined out and get this thing sorted out. You see back here a little bit, and Roy is a master on old tires. So, I mean, that isn't nothing new to see him start heading up. And he is going to start harassing AJ. He's going to get up there and make sure that AJ knows he's there. Hi, AJ. Look, I'm here. Don't forget about me. AJ's going to go up high. That may have just cost him. Roy is going to not be able to close the door. We got a drag race down the back straightaway from the lead with 13 to go. The no-toads are going to ride Miami for all it's worth. AJ really just had to let out, rub the wall. He's got a pop-up panel that is damaged. And that is probably going to send him backwards. Oh, look, there's Davey. You can't keep the guy from getting up there. The little wall brush, these are still the composite bodies, even with iracing, but it doesn't take much to kind of screw them up in here. Looks like he might be good enough. They could have just done the wall rub itself, because the 7 is making its way back to the 305. It's not so fast, Roy. I just won last week. I'm going to win again. And there's nothing you guys are going to do about it. While he's doing that, we got Dixon, Gretsch, whoa, and Hendricks. That was close. Fighting in here for 5th en route to trying to get up closer than that. We got Skyler right behind him in 6th. And we had just got a mess of cars going here. Coming around to 10 to go. Roy is starting to make his exit here. Getting him a little bit of time, and that's all you need is a little bit of time. Here comes Kyle on what I'm going to say has got to be new tires, because he is up there and able to kind of push in and get a real good drive off the corner. So I think he's got a little bit fresher rubber than other people. Davey's holding the inside. Trying to move up. Kyle's like, hey, I'm going to go ahead and duck under here. 3 re-widened into turn 1 or into turn 3. As we are about to be single digits. Roy is going to come across. Lap 101 starts. We have 9 laps to go. And this thing is far from decided. We got AJ up high. We've got Kyle and Davey down low. We got Slider, and here comes Skyler. Back up to 5th, which is just, like I said, that's just been where he's been. Kyle's going to be underneath Davey. And slides up a little bit. Move. Whew. And sometimes just move. Uh-oh. He gets a little bump from Skyler. That was a amazing save. That little bit of wiggle was all that takes. That could have sent Kyle and probably could have taken about 7 other cars with him. Fantastic work. Absolutely fantastic. But while that was going on, you see the 38 leaving. You see the 305. He has done left. Elvis has left the building, and he took Roy with him. The side-by-side group now is going to be AJ, Slider, Shoe, Christian, Vincent, Rafter, and Sarge. They're all just kind of piled together here, trying to figure out who wants to leave what. Drop back a few here. This is the easiest way to see all of this. We got highs, we got lows. Jaden crashed and jumped to the pits. We will take a look at that here in just a second. It looks like this pack might have held up here real quick. Here, let's check Jaden real quick. I think he didn't have a whole lot of car left, so I think what little bit he had made just gave up on him. Oh, yep. They had a failure going on there. All right. We got Roy. That's down the light show. Caution here. 5 to go. We got Roy out in front of Davey Hendricks, who is in front of Kyle Gretsch and Skyler Carnes. And then AJ Benish hanging out back here. He's got the shoe on him. Shoe says, give me that spot, boy. My spot, punk. AJ's like, it can be both our spots. I just keep it at my house. Shoe says, I ain't having none of that. And I swear it looked like Shoe's trunk lid just came open for a second. That was weird. We're coming around. About 3.5 laps to go now. Who is going to take this spot? Somebody has to want it. I don't think the high side's working out real well for AJ. And he did say that it was chewing up tires. I think maybe more of an act of desperation where he's going there. Yeah, well, we've still got Sarge, Rafter, and Slider have all kind of meandered back here for the fight for the top 10. We got Slider and Rafter side by side. Rolling through 1 and 2. 9th and 10th. All right, we're going to straighten that back out. Check back up front here with... Oh, yeah. Roy's got himself quite a lead. However, the 2nd, 3rd, 4th place battle is anything but decided between the Skyler Mobile, the Gretsch car, and the Hendricks Rocket. We got 2 to go, and I mean, realistically, Roy keeps it pointing forward. He's got it. Kyle's going to roll back to 4th. Is Skyler going to steal 2nd place out of this? Davey drops down low. And gets into Skyler. Oh. And that momentum drop is now going to give Kyle a run. That. Oh boy. Boy, we have got controversy around this place. them guys are side by side, like tight side by side, and iracing showed us tonight it's not doing a real good job of that. Down the back straight we go, side by side by side by side. Who is going to take second? Roy's got it. We got Roy's already heading around here to take the win of this thing. So, congrats, Roy. You got yourself a win, and Kyle looks like he's going to take second. So here we got the shoe in fifth. So that's exactly what I was wanting to see here. Did Skylar seem to think that was a netcode thing, or? One thing I know for sure is even if he right hooks him into the wall, he's not going to get out of the car and go up and try and shove him around. We don't really have a good way of doing that here. All right. Roy Hyde, your winner tonight. The No Toad Racing League. Aw. Uh-oh, he's got cheated up quarter panels. That's what he's got. We're not going to do points. We're going to do this. So, I'm letting you guys know. 6307. Those are your lucky numbers. The Toads are recruiting. So you can run every night. ARCA, Xfinity, Next Gen, the 87s, the King of the Hill. They start at 9 p.m. Eastern. Been doing this for 20 years. Some of you aren't even 20 years old. That makes me sad. There's people like me who've been out of school for more than 20 years. But we got the Discord link on the screen. If you're watching us on YouTube, which is pretty much how you're watching us because that's where I'm broadcasting, we've got the link on the YouTube channel. Also, we got Facebook, we got Instagram, we got one of them their old tweeter machines. So give us a shout, stop on by, and you can run with us. And like I said, I can say some dumb stuff about you because this is what I do. I get on the internet and I annoy people. So we are going to go over to, we got second place Kyle Gretsch in here already. So, well, that was a kind of wild finish, Kyle.
Yeah, I was sitting pretty okay there, and I was feeling okay with the tire difference, but then I got a little bit tight there with Davey. Davey was coming down a little bit, and I was trying to just maintain that I was underneath of him, and then I got a little bit loose, made a little bit of contact, and then I got hit in the butt by Skylar. So I was very, I think I cost myself like a good half second there, but yeah, the contact with Davey and Skylar opened the window for me to get ahead of Davey. I still think Davey tied me in points today, which is annoying again, but whatever.
Yeah, we were on that, and that save that you did, I mean, that not only saved you, but it probably saved Skylar and Slider and AJ and Benson. I mean, you seriously probably would have took the field with you.
Yeah, it's just we needed a little bit more laps before the caution came out, just to kind of have that advantage be a little bit more pronounced.
Yeah. Well, I thought you'd done a strategery move there, and then kind of seen you got moving up through. It looked to be that you looked to have better tires, but it didn't look to be all that much. I think there was only 12 laps, and I think 3 or 4 of those were caution.
Yeah, this track just with the tires is insane. I think just really the cool thing about this track, and which kind of opens the door for people to kind of have opportunities here, is that tire difference. Roy, I think, would have had a shot without strategy to go up there and win it, which is great for him. But yeah, this is one of those tracks where we could have had just a whole jumbled up grid if we had a couple more untimely caused cautions.
Oh, there was a lot of jumble behind you guys. We got Davey popped in, ends up with 3rd place, and yeah, with leading all the laps, I'm sure he's got same point load as you got. I talked to you guys right before, I don't know, 2 or 3 cautions before the last one, I think it was now. Did everything play out the way you thought it was going to with the tire situation, Davey?
Yeah, I mean, I knew a caution was going to come out. I was hoping it wasn't going to be me. But no, I mean, I knew when I didn't have that last set of tires
that I more than likely wasn't going to be able to keep up with Kyle, and then Roy had been saving tires better than me, so I knew after I slid and destroyed mine, I had no chance to catch him. So it was just damage control at that point.
Yeah, it was still I mean, you guys put on a hell of a show the last about 30 laps. Once we got everybody bunched up and everybody kind of came together as far as tires and that. I mean, just front to back of the field, everybody was just on top of each other the whole way, and we just kind of there was some net code tonight. That there definitely was some net code. There was 2 of the crashes that the cars were not close. I mean, not close at all. I mean, we went through and did the old quarter speed replay on it, which of course that helps. I mean, being able to watch it in slow mo. But the cars were really not all that close and still ended up wrecking. So kind of a rough night for a lot of people. But you guys did. I think you did great with honestly kind of a questionable situation. We had the inside wall trick, where you guys wrecked just past the inside of pit road and your nose will stick. Harrison got turned to the outside wall at about the same spot and did the same thing, stuck him into the fence. So I think iRacing may be having a couple of issues, or maybe it's just something with Homestead.
Homestead's got some quirks to it for the iRacing side of it, but yeah, I think there's been noticeable things that have been popping up in numerous different races that probably will be addressed in more in the bet, because I'm sure people have been yelling about it in other series also.
Yeah, well, I will definitely be on AOL Messenger tonight telling people all about it. And that voice you just heard was our race winner, Roy. Hide your kids, hide your wife. He's coming for your trophy, and he just took it. How'd the end of that thing shake out, man? You were real fast there before that last cycle of pit stops and kind of worked your way in on Davey and then just sort of stopped. And I was starting to question that you were going to get up to the front.
It was getting to him was not an issue, getting around him, because it looks like it's a 2-groove or a multi-groove track, but for fast-wise, you've really got the bottom lane, and if somebody's even relatively close to your outside, they're going to pull you on exit, and you're not going to be able to clear them, and it's just you're either going to lose the momentum or you're going to get into him, and I don't want to do either one of those. So my best hope was to hope that he burned up his tires more than I did and kind of push him a little bit, because I saw him kicking out sideways out of the exit, so hoping he'd cross himself up. But other than that, yeah, once I got to him, I really wasn't going to be able to do much with him at that point.
Well, like I told the guys before you got in here, that I mean, you guys put on a great show. Even cautions notwithstanding, and as you came in there during all that with some of the netcode stuff and that, there was definitely some issues. So really, as close as a lot of the racing was, especially you and actually all 3 of you, Kyle and there was a Kyle and Davey and a Kyle and Roy, where you guys were both pretty close to each other. That it really, I mean, you guys got away with some stuff that I seen cars not get away with earlier. That, I mean, they had a bigger gap between them, and it counted them as wrecking.
Yeah, I don't know about the iRacing as far as how it deals with pings and stuff like that. At that point, I'm going to race it the best that I can, and I know where I'm going to put the car, and hope to God that the guys around me are doing the same thing. And if something happens like that, I'm not going to race fearing that code. I mean, because I trust these guys that I've raced with these guys enough to know that I trust them enough to run beside them or that close to them. But if netcode happens, it's just one of those things that you got to deal with, kind of like in real life popping a tire or something. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah, and it definitely jumped up and bit some people tonight. But congrats again. We're gonna let people jump into the rest of their Sunday evening. And you got anybody you want to say hi to?
I always say hi to the wife and kids if they're watching, and just you guys put on a hell of a show, and you guys allowed me to come over and race with you guys, even though I'm not running for points. I appreciate that, and hopefully I didn't take too much away from anybody here, and look forward to next week.
Oh, I think that the league is definitely better off with you running in it. We gotta have somebody try and get up here with Davey, right?
I have my moments.
Oh, I've been just terrorizing Davey about winning so much. I even tried to jinx him and called him my spirit animal, and that didn't work.
Oh, nice.
It's worked. I haven't won since.
Oh God, really? Well, all right. So I broadcast cursed it too. I said these guys wreck and get a caution. We will not be done with them. We'll have more, and it was just every 8 laps. So either I've maybe done this before, or I'm maybe SDK has a make the field crash button that you guys don't know about yet.
There's a couple moments out there that I saw everybody got loose or tight at the same time. I kind of scratched my head about it.
Yeah, there's some odd stuff going. We're gonna get the video rolling here, and we'll let the folks get done. And we got another No Toad Racing League race out of the way, and we have got week 8 coming up. We only got 4 more weeks left of this season. We're already 3/4 of the way through almost.
Nice.
Yeah. We will catch everybody next week. Be nice to each other. Be mean to each other. Whatever. Go find a dog you don't know and scratch it behind the ears. They like that. We will catch you guys later on the No Toad Racing Network. See you later.
Good job, buddy.